Well, thank you for visiting my site. My name is Matthew Washington. I created this the Success School website because of the fact that I have an extensive background working in and around education. Both my parents were teachers for 30 years. My sister is currently a teacher. My aunts and uncles are all teachers, and I'm kind of like the black sheep who didn't go into teaching. But I've always gravitated towards education, and in both the companies that I've worked with, I've trained people, and I've worked with a lot of high school and college students, working with Vector and with Kaplan, which are two, they're NCUC with College Education Corporation. I've always been working with students, even though I haven't officially been a teacher. And so, I don't want to go through my entire bio right this moment, just because some of you might have read my bio, and I don't want to bore you here. But overall, I've worked with lots of students, and over the last 15 years with Vector and Kaplan, I've realized that I have a lot of knowledge to offer students and parents who are trying to work their way and get into college and furthering their education. But the thing is that with my other companies, when I was working with them, I couldn't really, my focus had to be on get people signed up for an SAT course, or get them tutoring, or teach them how to sell the products, not really teach them the things that I really enjoy teaching, which is just overall getting better as people and developing as people, and also getting into college and all the other stuff. So I used to do a lot of lectures in libraries and high schools all across New York State and Long Island, and I would have parents come up to me afterwards and say, do you have any literature? Do you have a book? Do you have something we can buy? And I just never had anything. And so as that kept happening, I kind of decided, maybe I should develop something that that people can buy or can find more information, and also I can interact with them. I am not a writer by any stretch of the imagination, so a book was out for me. So I said, a website, I don't mind talking and looking in a camera. So and also responding to people online. So that's what led me to making the Success School website. And the objective of the site is to really teach people. I don't plan on making millions from the site. My goal is to make enough money so I can have time to really dedicate more time into working with students and giving these talks and lectures and researching information and really interacting with people. I have a lot of free information on the site. There's a lot of free stuff there that people can get, and if they do decide to subscribe, I keep the subscription cost extremely low, and my objective with the site is for every dollar that someone spends on my site, I give them $10 worth of value and information. And so if you're considering having myself or one of my guest lecturers come to your school, I assure you that your students and your parents will enjoy the presentation and leave with some new things to think about and some action steps that they can do afterwards. Also, I do know there are a lot of companies out there that give free presentations but they collect lead cards, or they and then they harass the students afterwards. I know that because I used to work for for one of those companies. I will tell you, we will not be collecting any information from your students. This is just our lectures are just promotional, so people can know about our site and know about where they can get the information. I do, if they would like a business card, I'll give them a business card that they can go check it out for themselves. And so. So below are a list of presentations that I've put together for you that you can choose from for your school or for your library, and check back frequently, because I am going to be updating them, and also obviously adding new things as I get feedback from teachers and from people like yourselves to tell me what you would be looking for, and I can find that information and deliver it as best as I possibly can. And really, the information that I have is things that people can find, but they just don't have time to find it, and I can deliver it in a separate way and in a different way, just to give an outside voice to the students. And sometimes I listen a little bit more just to an outside voice saying the same thing that some of you were saying to those students. So my contact information is below. If you have easiest way to get in touch with me is through email and through the site, because I check that 2 or 3 times a day. Obviously, I can't check my phone, or our phones aren't getting checked all the time if we're in schools and giving talks. But you can leave a message and we'll get back to you promptly. And so I look forward to meeting you in the future. I thank you so much for continuing your efforts in educating our children, and I hope to speak to you face to face soon.